So now you're in quarantine and you have all the time you have, but you're wondering, how can I spend my next couple weeks? Or you have already been quarantined for a couple of days, or you plan that, yeah, today I'm gonna work on my assignments, I'm gonna work on my job duties, I'm gonna learn a new language, I'm gonna cook as well, I'm gonna go work out. But you realize you're watching YouTube and Netflix all the time. And you're just lying on your bed, going through your Facebook, your Twitter, your TikTok, and whatsoever social media apps you're using. And you're like, man, I hate quarantine. I want time to go a little bit faster so that I can't wait to go out to see the sun again. But deep down in your heart, you're like, man, I've just wasted my entire day doing nothing. Or you've just finished your quarantine, but you still want to get back to this video to learn how could I have spent my time better during my quarantine. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to better spend your time during quarantine. The first question we gotta look at is, how do you want your day to look like? Basically what I'm trying to say is, go make a daily schedule. And you might be thinking, well, everyone knows they gotta make a daily plan, daily schedule, whatsoever. They teach in high school, university, primary school, right? But what I'm talking about is the hour-to-hour schedule. And if you have a schedule already, adjust it so that you're able to stick to it eventually every single day. Some people might think, okay, setting a daily schedule is like setting a prison for yourself. Not exactly. So you gotta put the right ratio of responsibility to reward, which means you gotta do some work and then you gotta reward yourself after doing some work. Sounds like a good plan, right? I've attached a sample of my daily schedule that I would follow during my quarantine or if I'm quarantined in the future, so that you can have a reference too. Try to make your schedule realistic. Don't go too overboard and saying that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be super productive, I'm gonna work for 9 hours non-stop. Also, don't make your schedule too easy to follow as well. Depending on your bodily conditions at the moment, recovery should be your first priority during your quarantine. So don't forget to put more breaks in your schedule. And try to make your daily schedule into a routine and a habit so that you can stick to it more easily. So right now I'm chasing after to grab a dinner. So because this job is closing at 5:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. So I gotta rush. Alright, see you guys. So yep, I just got my Subway. And right now, let's go back to the office, baby.
Treated you better in a perfect world, but we're not always what we promised to be. You caught my words in mid-air, the silence hung as you caught my eye.
What you up to right now, bro?
Bro, I just studying the Python programming, man.
This guy's hardworking.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, programmer right there. See,
yeah.
iPad programmer. Come on,
Testing, 1, 2. Alright, so yep, right now it's already like almost 6 p.m. in the evening, I would say. So we gotta make use of the sunset. So the second question you gotta ask yourself is, what are your priorities? Is it resting? Because perhaps you're sick and you got COVID and you want to stay at home, and rest should be a priority at the moment. Or you're a student, you're a full-time worker, then study and working should be your priorities, right? What about your leisure time? What are your priorities? For example, your hobbies, the things that you love to do, your passions, and even your relaxation time as well, like including watching YouTube videos, Netflix. It could be also the time to socialize with your friends and family as well. Your priorities should reflect your time allocation in your daily schedule, basically. For example, for me, I would say I'm taking 2 courses in this semester at the moment. So I would say it's kind of like a part-time study. At the same time, I'm trying to make YouTube videos every single week and make music every week. So I'm kind of like trying to be full-time in making YouTube videos and music. And also I'm a Christian, so I allocate a lot of time for doing activities for my faith. For example, praying, reading the Bible, going to church, evangelizing. But the thing is, if you're spending like 4 or 5 hours every single day to do something like watching YouTube videos, Netflix, going to social media, playing video games, think about what is your real priority at the moment. Don't forget to prioritize your sleep and your health as well. They are very important to your productivity. Alright, the last question you gotta ask yourself is, what do you really want to do? Yeah, right. We all like to watch YouTube videos. Who doesn't like that? I like it a lot. That's why I become a YouTuber, right? We want to do what we're passionate about. We want to do what we like. We strive to do what we want to do because we think these things gonna make us happy. But sometimes there seems to be a contradiction. I don't know if you have one of those times when you're craving for a burger, right? And you're like, oh man, I want burgers, I want fries, I want to get it so badly. And then once you get it, and once you ate that burger, you have a temporary satisfaction. But very soon afterwards, you're like, I don't feel any better afterwards. And the reason is because we actually don't know ourselves very much. But the thing is, if even us, ourselves, we don't really know what to do to make us feel happy, then who does? Does our parents do? Do our friends do? I don't believe so, right? But you know what? God does. Why? Because God created us. That's why He knows how to make us happy. So what do you think God wants us to do? That's a $1 million question right there, right? Man, I'm real hungry right now and seriously want to grab a bite of this one. But yeah, I want to finish off the video first before I eat this one. So yeah, get right on, baby. So God wants us to work hard for our studies and also for our job. But God doesn't want us to overwork, for sure. Yeah, God wants us to be self-disciplined and not indulge in leisure activities all the time. Or else we'll get slightly addictive. And God really wants us to help other people. To use our creative ways to show kindness, compassion to the people around us. For example, even right now, you're watching my video right now, I'm trying to help you to solve this problem in life. Is kind of helping other people as well. And just like any other relationships, God wants you to spend time with Him. So how can you do that? God wants you to pray to God and to read the Bible. It's kind of like when you're praying to God, it's kind of like you're talking to Him, and reading the Bible is kind of like listening to what He got to say, and it's like a communication. And guess what? Even in the middle of a pandemic, I felt great every single day. I felt happy every day. Therefore, I really want to encourage you to go and figure out what do you really want to do. If you haven't tried it before, try reading the Bible. Try praying. You can try to help other people as well. And write down your priorities right now and go make an hour-to-hour plan using apps like Google Calendar, Todoist, etc. Your schedule is not going to be perfect for the first time. You definitely need experimentation, trial and error to see what works for you eventually. If you have no idea where to start, try out my quarantine schedule. It works for me. Perhaps it works for you as well, honestly. And that's how you can better spend your time during your quarantine. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video, comment below what do you really want to do now, and make sure to click the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, peace!